Yesterday my family sat together, not for laughter, not for food, not for stories that end with smiles, but for us. The room felt smaller than usual, as if the walls had leaned in to listen, as if the ceiling had lowered itself to carry the weight of my name. And your name spoken in the same breath. Teacups rested untouched, their steam rising like unanswered questions. Eyes met the floor more than each other. Silence walked freely, bold and uninvited, claiming space between every heartbeat. Someone cleared their throat. That sound alone felt like a verdict. Another adjusted their seat, as if comfort could be found in the rearranging of wood and fabric instead of truth. And then it began. They said your name carefully, like it was glass, like it could shatter the peace if spoken too loudly. They didn't say it the way I do, with warmth, with memory, with a quiet smile hiding in the corners of my soul. They said it with concern. They spoke of the world, of society's sharp tongue, of what people say when doors are closed and the courage is locked away. They spoke of tradition like it was a wall too high to climb, forgetting that love has never learned how to obey walls. One voice said, "Life is not a poem." I wanted to answer, "But love is." Another voice asked, "Will this last?" As if forever can be measured by calendars and caution. Someone mentioned sacrifice, but only the kind that bleeds one side. They spoke of protection, yet didn't see how fiercely I have already chosen to stand bare against every storm for you. I sat there, breathing carefully, because even my breath felt loud. My hands were calm, but my heart was screaming, beating against my ribs, like it wanted to stand up and speak before I did. I wanted to tell them how you entered my life quietly, without announcements, without promises wrapped in noise. Just presence, just truth, just a feeling that felt like home. Before I even knew I was searching, I wanted to tell them how love didn't ask for permission before it settled in my chest, how it didn't consult tradition or timing or fear, how it simply said, "Here, this is yours now, protect it." They talked about risk, as if love itself isn't a risk, as if choosing safety over truth has ever saved a soul. They asked me questions, but none of them were about me. Not about the way my eyes soften when I speak your name, not about how peace visits me in the shape of your voice, not about how, for the first time, I don't feel like I'm becoming someone else, to be loved. They didn't ask how I sleep better, how I pray differently, how my future finally feels like something I want to wake up to. Yesterday, my family discussed us like a problem to be solved, like a decision waiting for approval, like love is a document that needs signatures to be valid. But love isn't paperwork. Love is breath. Love is stubborn. Love is the quiet strength that keeps choosing even when the room is full of doubt. I looked at their faces, faces that raised me, fed me, protected me, and I understood something painful and true. They are afraid, not cruel, afraid of the world hurting me, afraid of change, afraid of stories that didn't end well for someone they once knew, afraid that my happiness won't survive reality. And still, fear does not get to decide my forever. Because when the discussion paused, when the room went silent again, I felt you, not physically, but undeniably, like a hand resting on my back, like a voice saying, "Stand straight. I am worth this. And in that moment, I realized something powerful. Love doesn't need everyone to agree. It only needs two hearts, willing to stay. If you want, I can continue with part 2, what I wanted to say but didn't. Part 3, the night after the discussion. Part 4, choosing you despite the noise. Part V, a promise to the future. Just tell me, continue, I love you. Not the way words love silence, but the way the desert loves the moon, patient, endless, burning all day, and still waiting gently at night. I love you, with a love that does not ask permission, that does not knock, that arrives like destiny, on a horse made of faith and eyes full of promise. I loved you before I knew your voice, before I learned your smile, before my heart admitted it was lonely. Some loves are choices. You were inevitable. When I look at you, my soul stands up straight. My past becomes quiet. My fears lower their weapons. Even my pain bows its head and whispers, "Ah, so this is why we survived." I love you. In a way, kings love their kingdoms with responsibility, with loyalty, with a readiness to protect, even when it costs blood. If the world asked me what my strength is, I would not show them my hands. I would show them you. I was once a man who believed love was poetry, beautiful but fragile. Then you came and proved love is architecture, strong enough to carry generations, patient enough to wade through storms, and sacred enough to be built only once. You didn't save me. You claimed me. And in that claiming,